So my tripod's broken, so the video's gonna be a little sideways, but we are going to get this done. So we're gonna try and free up these shrubs. So you can see here, they're full of snow. We're gonna try and free these up. So we're gonna do that today. Alrighty, and this actually went better than I expected. I thought these shrubs were toast, but I'm gonna tell you a couple of the bad things now that's here. All the other shrubs have lost their leaves. They were exposed to the cold and they knew how cold it was. However, snow actually acts as like an insulation-like type of thing. A cold one, but one. And what it'll do is actually help these plants stay alive. So now, although it's warmer temps, now these plants are still got green leaves. No other plant in this town does. These were shielded from the cold. So this means these plants are still going to be alive because we're going to have warmer weather. So now if we do get another cold shock, these things are going to be toast. I'll have to lop them back in the spring. But they look horrid. They looked way better in the summer, but the snow ruined them. But at least we got some structure back. We got a little weight off of them. And now at least these leaves will have a chance to go dormant. We're late in the season for these things, but we'll flip the camera around. We'll get a look at it. So the structure here actually did come back quite a bit. Now, we'll have to see how these are in the spring. We'll obviously have some, and I wasn't here. I wasn't here that night, and otherwise I would have come out and cut the snow off of them, and they would have been just fine, but I wasn't here. So by morning, they were already under the snow. But we do have, it's kind of drooping, and we have a little structure back, though. That's always good to have. And all three of them, they were buried, now they're exposed. So at least these leaves will now get a chance to kind of get to the weather and dormant themselves out. Because as you can see, these are green. Guys, there was green bushes before we got this cold thing, but even other spireas that weren't covered with snow, they're actually the most dead plant, the spireas, and these ones were shielded by the snow, so they're still green. These are the only green plants in this town. Well, I bet there's others covered with snow, but so now they'll definitely go dormant. My tripod's broken. That's why it was sideways. But yeah. Yep. If we get a deep look in here, we can see here, this got lopped. Some of these even got lopped with the shovel, and the inside still froze. But the leaves are still luscious and soft, except these were exposed. These leaves here were exposed to the cold, and they're crisp. These were under the snow, they're soft and living. And so that's what you'll get, and then this plant's gonna be stressed, because it's gonna be like, holy crap, why am I here? Why am I alive still? And these, a couple stress leaves, these were exposed, but these ones weren't exposed, and they're still soft. So we might have some life left in this tree, in these plants. This one, I guess there is a couple exposed ones here. You can see what's exposed by just the branch. The whole thing was buried, because it's soft. It shouldn't be right now, it should be dead. So, but I think we got enough structure back. We got a little structure. And this will help these plants have a chance next year. And if they don't, if they're all scraggy and broken branches, then I will lop them back to the ground again. And we'll just have to accept that we won't ever have any filling in here. But whatever. That's all right. So yeah, at least we got this project done. It was a well-needed project. So, yep. Everything else is doing pretty well. Our snow is melting too. About 7 inches, about 6 to 7 inches is what fell. Everything, even these were living before this cold strike, and now it's just, everything's done. This whole thing is frozen solid. It is now melting. These sticks are removable from here. A little bit, at least. So anyway, that's that. I'll get the hedge pruner out and see if I can do any work on any of these plants. Yeah, that'll be it for today.